what's popping in the world today? Say what? Well, all right. Welcome back to Random Reviews by EJBJ. Got a little bit different camera setup. My webcam, it went out on me, so I haven't been able to post the last couple of weeks. So I'm using my phone, unfortunately. But anyway, the series that I decided to review today was based on a recommendation on one of the comments on one of my previous videos. And this is one of my favorite series that I've seen in the last couple of years. And that will be The Boys. It's pretty it's pretty out of this world. It's very provocative. It's based on a series of comics, and I believe the show is actually created by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg and other writers. But the comics are like very provocative, and so is the show. I noticed that there's a lot of difference between some things that go on in the comic and some things that happens in the show. I think probably because some of the things in the comics are very controversial, and they probably don't want to, they want to have an audience that kind of shocks the audience, but they don't want to offend. And I think sometimes certain things that you can put in print, you probably can't get away with on the video or TV medium. But like I said, this show is it's pretty amazing, and it's based on the idea that superheroes often choose to be good guys. But in this show, it's a little bit more complicated. Just because you have superpowers, it doesn't necessarily make you a good person, if you know what I mean. And so this show centers around a group of I wouldn't say they're vigilantes, because they do have some government backing, but they are a group of people who police or keep an eye on the superheroes to kind of keep them in line. And the superheroes in this series are led by a group called the Seven, and their leader, which is Homelander, he's not the best guy, but his public persona is that he's basically equivalent to what Superman would be. But like I said, the writing on the show is really what's the word? It's refreshing. It's not like anything else you'll see on TV or Netflix or anything like that. I think after this show, and I think the last season, which was season 2, ended last year, and season 3 is coming up, and I believe next month, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna have to check that. The main cast is Carl Urban, who plays Billy Butcher, and Jack Quaid, who plays Huey Campbell, and you also have Annie January, who plays Starlight. Starlight is another main character. She is one of the new recruits for the Seven, and she actually does have, you know, a good heart, and she wants to do good. She's not a bad person. She isn't jaded by you know, everyday life. You know, she doesn't let the fact that she has superpowers go to her head. And that's the good thing about Starlight. But you'll see, if you watch the show, you'll see what happens when she does get a chance to join the Seven. Um, season one was season one made me have to go back and find the comics because I had never heard of them before, and I read the comics after season one, and I was like, "This is crazy! This is crazy! How have I never heard of this?" But it's out of this world. It has a 90% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so you know it's pretty good when you can get close to, you know, 9 out of 10 viewers rating, and the reviewers rating you at close to a 10. So I would just say I'm definitely looking forward to season 3. Personally, I give this show a 9.5. A 9.5. It's that good. Only reason I won't give it a 10 is because 10s are reserved for like iconic shows, like something like the Breaking Bad, or you know, that's the only one that comes to mind right now. But Breaking Bad was a 10 all the way, every season. So but yeah, I definitely give this show a 9.5 because the story is A1. I'd like to see them explore some of the subjects and the characters in the comics. I noticed that they changed some of the comics. They even changed genders of some of the comics characters in the TV show. But yeah, it's a pretty amazing show. The Boys, and it's on Amazon Prime. So if you get an opportunity, if you haven't seen it, go check it out now. And if you have seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. It's freaking awesome. So, but anyway, that's my review for The Boys. It's my series review for The Boys. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. And that's all I have for now. I'll see you next time. Random Reviews by EJBJ.